Hey everybody, Brian Blessing here on Fremont Street in Las Vegas on a Sunday. Lots of great wagering opportunities. College hoops is behind us, but we've got the NBA, the NHL, and the start of Major League Baseball. Our buddy Tony Miller here at the Golden Nugget. A lot of great opportunities on the wagering board. How about some baseball props for you? Always fun to talk about the start of a baseball season. Over under 44.5, most home runs by a hitter in 2015. Most runs scored by a player, 122.5. The most hits by a batter, 206.5. Most triples by a batter, over under 13.5. How about the most runs scored by a team in a game in the 2015 season? You got a number of 20.5 on the board there. Total inside the park home runs. How's that for off the wall? Looking at a number of 8.5. Longest games from an innings perspective, 19.5. So that's pretty wild that they've got the wild props up there at the Golden Nugget. Also, you're looking at the future odds for Major League Baseball, and we'll do more on this on Monday. But the Nationals 9-2, Dodgers 7-1, the meat and potatoes in the National League. But in the American League, we're seeing a lot of money on a couple of new teams: the Seattle Mariners, the Chicago White Sox, the Royals, who made the World Series last year, on the board at 25-1. The Yanks are 35-1. And the Cubs, you know the Cubbies, God love them. They take so much money here in Las Vegas, 12-1 on the wagering board. All right, action for us on a Sunday on the wagering board in the NBA. We get it going with Houston at Oklahoma City. Oh, boy, points, you bet it, in that game. Chicago's at Cleveland, Cavs stepping on people's necks, especially at home. Miami's at Indiana, the Heat under a lot of pressure right now. Golden State, San Antonio. Again, buzzer beater Thursday night. Warriors just find ways to win games. They're so entertaining. Philly at New York. Utah's at Sacramento in the Battle of L.A. You've got the Clippers and the Lakers. Then we go to the National Hockey League on a Sunday. They hate each other, Pittsburgh and Philadelphia. It doesn't matter if the Flyers are out of it. They still play hard against their arch rivals. Montreal is at Florida. Washington at Detroit. Ottawa needs every point they can get. They're at Toronto on a Sunday. And then here we go. Big games. St. Louis and Chicago. You got a 3-team logjam in the Western Conference for home ice advantage. The Predators, 2 points up on the Blues, and then the Blackhawks are right there. And the Blackhawks are fired up. Patrick Kane looking like he's going to get back a lot earlier than people thought from that broken collarbone. Final week of the regular season in the NHL. These are like playoff games across the board. You'll have some games where the eliminated teams are playing pond hockey, but a very interesting final week of the regular season, and finding teams that come into the playoffs in great current form, because lower seeds can win in the NHL, unlike the NBA. Got to be a busy Sunday. Glad you're on board with this feature pick of the day from oddsworthbetting.com, available below this video. I've got you hooked up on ice. Go to the odds page for the NHL. Hit the VIP picks button. We'll get you covered in the National Hockey League. Hanging out on Fremont Street on a Sunday. Brian Blessing back with you again tomorrow.